From Divine Sister of the Light, Elaysa, we are experiencing some of the most decisive and powerful astrology with Mars and Jupiter in T-square to Venus opposite Saturn. This T-square is in mutable signs, telling us that a major life adjustment is coming. The universe is rearranging, and it has to do with all of our parts coming back together. We are entering a rare astrological phase where every planet is involved in complex transits. It's a massively dynamic time. How do we shift and change into who we really are with grace? Jupiter squares Saturn happens every 10 years, a generational timeline marker. The energy is supercharged, with Mars and Venus involved. The timeline adjustment we need has to do with healing our feminine and masculine within. We are coming back together in cooperation and connection. With Venus in square to Mars and Jupiter in Gemini, it is the voice of the divine feminine which must be heard. It is a planetary rebirth, and we are all going with her. Venus square Mars is asking us to heal the great divide within. We are learning to love after being horribly betrayed again and again. Our heart is breaking open in order to connect to the cosmic heart of oneness. When you feel this, it becomes impossible to continue playing the game of the false matrix realities. We are rising up into our full potential. There's a foreboding feeling in the air with Pluto about to retrograde back into Capricorn on September 2nd. Pluto will stay at 29 degrees Capricorn until November 20th. It's a dark season of facing where we have given our power away. But Pluto is also coming into a close sextile with Neptune at the end of Pisces, bringing hope and reminding us that magic is in the air. This transit says that we can rapidly transform the structures of our world once we come back to what is most important. Only then can we feel worthy to reawaken our co-creative powers. We know it is time to get going on dreaming a new dream. It's more beautiful than we can imagine, she says. We can't move into the new beautiful until we clean up the debris of the past. And it is all coming up with Black Moon Lilith coming into exact conjunction with the south node of the moon in Libra. Imbalances in our relationships, past and present, on every level, are coming up to be made right. It is a massive karmic cleansing where we are putting the pieces of ourselves back together, which may have been stuck in past life trauma stories. We are claiming our spiritual sovereignty from out from under the delusions and lies. We are taking our energy back from anywhere we gave it away. We just had an intense Aquarius full moon with Mercury retrograde and the Sun together across from the full moon, an exact square to Uranus. We will be feeling this fixed square for the next few days. This is about anchoring in and fully incarnating our light. The square to Uranus and Taurus is bringing up any programmed fear of our own higher power. We are finding where we are resistant to awakening and finding a new way. Venus opposite of Saturn is bringing up insecurities, but also pointing in new directions. She is uncertain, but also feeling more of her true self and power growing within her. Venus in Virgo opposite of Saturn retrograde in Pisces says it's the healing of our feminine which moves the timeline forward. It is a massive redirection back into what is right and good and true. We get to take care of each other now. We are falling back in love with our Divine Mother and reconnecting with Source. From AdrianElyse.com.